Hey everyone, welcome back. In our last video, we covered the theory behind JavaScript operators. Today, we're doing what we all love to do, writing some actual code. We're going to take those concepts, arithmetic, assignment, and comparison operators, and see them in action right here in the code editor. I've got my editor open, and I'll be using the console to show the results of our code. Let's get right into it. First, arithmetic operators. We'll continue with our little digital art store example. It's a great way to see how these operators work in a real-world scenario. First, let's set up some variables for a customer's order. So I write const print price equals to 20 semicolon. Next, const quantity equals to 3 semicolon. Okay, so one print is $20 and the customer wants to buy 3. To get the total, we use the multiplication operator, the star symbol. So I write const subtotal equals to print price multiplied by quantity semicolon. Now I want to show the result into the console. So I write console.log subtotal semicolon. Simple, right? Now, what if we have to add a shipping fee of $7.50? For that, we use the addition operator plus. So, const shipping fee equals to 7.50 semicolon. Next, const total cost equals to subtotal plus shipping fee semicolon. Next, I want to see total cost. So I write console.log total cost semicolon. As you can see, the result is 67.5. And of course, we can subtract. Let's say we're feeling generous and want to give a $5 discount. We'll use the subtraction operator, minus. So I write const discount equals to 5, semicolon. Next, const final price equals to total cost minus discount, semicolon. So next, I write console.log final price. Now we're really gonna get 62.5. Okay, the plus operator is also special because it joins strings together, which we call concatenation. Let's create a confirmation message for our user. So I write const customer name equals to double quotation Alex semicolon. Next, we want to create our message. So I write const message equals to double quotation thank you, comma, next plus customer name plus double quotation exclamation mark your final price is $sign here, next plus final price semicolon. As you can see, plus operator here not gonna add two numbers. It's going to join strings together. So I write console.log message semicolon. And the result is what we were expecting. See how that works? It beautifully combines our text and our final price variable into one clean sentence. Assignment operator. We've been using the main one, the single equal sign, all along. It assigns a value to a variable. But let's look at the cool shortcuts. Imagine we're tracking our store's inventory. I'll use let because this value will change. So I write let inventory equals to 50, semicolon. We just solved the three prints from our previous example. We could write inventory equals to inventory minus 3. But the shorter way is to use the minus equal operator. So I write inventory minus equal 3, semicolon. This is the same as inventory equals to inventory minus 3. Now console.log. So I write console.log inventory, semicolon. So the result is 47. That's actually what we were expecting. Now let's say a new shipment arrives with 100 more prints. We can use plus equal. So I write inventory plus equal 100, semicolon. And next, console.log inventory, semicolon. Now tell me what you expect. Definitely going to show 147. So, yeah. So, this pattern works for multiplication and division too, exactly the same way. Now for adding or subtracting just one, we have to use increment and decrement operators. If someone returns one print, we can just do. So I write inventory plus plus, semicolon. This plus plus actually increments inventory by 1 and then assigns it again back to inventory. Now inventory going to be 148. So to confirm that, I write console.log inventory, semicolon. And if one more cells, we can do this. Inventory minus minus, semicolon. Now, inventory is back to 147. So I write console.log inventory, semicolon. Yeah, super clean and easy. Now let's get to comparison operators. This is where our code starts making decisions. Comparison operators always give us back a boolean, true or false. Let's check if the customer is eligible for free shipping, which they get for orders over $50. So I need to declare a few variables. First, const free shipping threshold equals to 50, semicolon. Next, I write const is eligible for free shipping equals to subtotal greater than free shipping threshold, semicolon. As you can see here, the greater than operator will evaluate this condition and will produce a boolean value, which is true or false. Next, I'm gonna show it. I write console.log double quotation eligible for free shipping question mark. Next, I put my is eligible for free shipping variable here. Semicolon. Since our subtotal was $60, this will log true. Now, let's talk about the super important equality operators. Let's say we have an order ID, which might come from our database as a number, but from the URL as a string. So I write const order ID from DB equals to 123, semicolon. Next, const order ID from URL equals to single quotation 123. First, the loose equality operator, the double equals. This one checks for value but not the type. It performs type coercion, meaning it tries to convert the values to a matching type before comparing. So I write console.log inside parentheses order ID from DB equals sign order ID from URL semicolon. This will log true. Why? JavaScript converts the string 123 to a number before comparing, so it sees them as equal. This can sometimes cause unexpected bugs. That's why we almost always want to use the strict equality operator, the triple equals. This checks for both value and type without any type conversion. So I write console.log order ID from DB equals sign order ID from URL semicolon. This will log false. Why? This is false because one is a number and the other is a string. This is safer and more predictable. My advice is always default to using triple equals. The same logic applies to the inequality operators. Exclamation equals is loose inequality. An exclamation with two equals is a strict inequality. So, see this console.log order ID from DB. So I will put here loose inequality with just one equal sign. Exclamation equals order ID from URL. It asks if order ID from DB is not equal to order ID from URL, which is false because it's loose equality. It doesn't check for type. It sees only the value, and the value of both is the same. So it sees it as equal, not unequal. So this will log false. Next, console.log order ID from DB. Now we're going to use strict inequality with two equal sign. Order ID from URL. This will check the type. So as we know, these two are different types. This will log true. And it says they're not equal, which is true. Again, a strict inequality is your best friend here. Correctly tells us that a number 123 is indeed not the same thing as a text string 123. Operator precedence. Last but not least, what happens when we mix operators? Let's create a complex calculation. Imagine a special sale. You get a $2 discount on each item and then a final $10 discount on the total. So I write let price equals to 20 semicolon. Next, let num items equals to 5 semicolon, and let final sale price equals to price minus 2 multiplied by num items minus 10 semicolon. This looks confusing. What does JavaScript do here? Just like in math class, there's an order of operations. Multiplication has a higher precedence than subtraction. So, JavaScript calculates 2 multiplied by 5 first, which is 10. Then it does 20 minus 10 minus 10, which gives us a result of 0. But that's not what we wanted. We wanted to apply the $2 discount to the price first. To control the order, we use parentheses. Anything in parentheses is executed first. So I'm gonna make it right by using parentheses. And now a console.log. Final sell price. Now, price minus 2 happens first, which is 18. Then 18 multiplied by 5 is 90. Finally, 90 minus 10 gives us 80. That makes much more sense. Using parentheses not only ensures your math is correct, but makes your code much easier to read and understand. And that's a wrap on our practical tour of JavaScript operators. We saw how to do math, how to assign and modify values efficiently, and how to compare different pieces of data to get true or false answers. Most importantly, we learned to always prefer strict equality and to use parentheses to make our intentions clear. Thank you so much for coding along with me today. If this video helped you out, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson. We'll be diving into even more exciting stuff. See you in the next one.